This is what firefighters face after the call comes in at 3:30 a.m. Exploding electrical transformers and more.
Upon arrival, we found heavy flames and smoke showing. Crews tried to make an interior attack, but the fire was too intense. We had to back out.
That's when 3 hook and ladder trucks attacked the soaring flames from the air. During all of this, the word spreads and Volino's employees start arriving, consoling each other in disbelief.
We saw the flames shooting out and all the water, and it was just not a very pretty thing to come to see.
Now, what was interesting about this building is that it was actually constructed back in 1948. The owners tell us that because of its history, they'll be sure to rebuild. Donna Schreiner and her husband own Volino's. They're not giving up.
It will not be the end of Volino's by any means, so all our loyal customers, please don't think we're going to forget about you. We will be back.
A long history of serving food and good times went up in flames, but it looks like Volino's will one day be cooking again. In Wilmington, Max Winnitz, WECT News.
I love you. I love you, Peanut.
28-year-old Amanda Nickerson looks like any other mother. On this day, she takes her 3 children to slide, climb, and swing at a Jacksonville playground.
You cold? No.
But what you may not know, and what her kids may not know, can only be described as the naked truth.
Your August 2009 centerfold cover girl. Here she is, guys. Song number 1, Summer.
You see, Amanda, or Summer, as she's referred to at the club, is a stripper.
I'm not ashamed of it at all. I'm there for visual entertainment only. And I mean, it sounds so cliche, but I'm going to do it as long as I can.
The reason she wants to do it as long as she can, the money. On a good night, Summer says she sometimes brings home over $700.
I could make up to my husband's paycheck in 3 days. So, I mean, and it's really not even trying that hard to do that. It's just super easy. It's the easiest job.
If you add it all together on a good weekend, Summer makes about $2,100. Multiply that by 52 weeks in the year, and you'll see that she banks over $100,000.
If I had 20 summers in here, I'd be a happy, happy manager, I tell you that.
Jeremy Shaw is the general manager of the Crazy Horse. He says that Summer deserves all the credit in the world for what she does.
It's one thing to be dancing just to have money to blow, but she's here dancing because she wants to support her family. And, you know, she wants to give her kids the things that every kid wants growing up, whether it's toys or, you know, clothes, you name it, you know, and she's here for all the right reasons.
Summer says that her kids are her life, and for that, she'll continue playing with them on the Jungle Gym.
Beep, don't worry. Beep, beep, beep.
But also dancing for them as she brings home the big bucks at the Crazy Horse. Max Winnitz, Fox 26. We have this band coming in right now. The rain really coming down hard. It feels like The drops are like little needles crushing against my face.
Sheriff's deputies found the bodies of 2 individuals. Now the address is 424 West Ridge Court. Now officers have been going in and out of this home all evening.
It does look like there is some water, maybe even some ice on the road right there.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to get to that first, Kim. You can actually look right here and see ice on the road. Now, this is what officials are warning people to be wary of when they're out driving this morning. You definitely do not want to speed over this ice.
Nearly 45 drug violators have already been booked into the jail, and as you see, they're still booking more as the morning continues.
Right now we are standing on Carolina Beach Road. As you can see behind me, firefighters still trying to extinguish this fire. As you mentioned, around 3:30.
History will be made. Already there's 3,000 voters registered for this precinct, and about half of them already voted in the primaries.
A family man, a husband, a father.
He was just a good guy.
Michael Austin Whaley was gunned down outside his home in Castle Hayne 10 years ago. Whaley had gone to the garage to lock up after a cookout on February 25th, 1998.
People think, well, 10 years, but you know, for us, it was just like it was yesterday.
Regina Whaley was inside doing laundry when she heard a dreadful sound.
First, it sounded like a transformer blowing, and I was folding clothes on my bed, and I didn't think too much about it. But immediately after that, I heard a more muffled 2 more.
She went outside to check. She could barely see with her spotlight. She shined her light toward the garage, and that is when she found her husband. He'd been shot 3 times, twice in the head.
Still, it changed our whole world. You know, nothing's been the same.
The only things left behind, 3 bullet shells and not a single piece of evidence that could lead to an arrest. Detective Ken Murphy has since inherited the case. He checks and rechecks the files, wondering, is there something they could have overlooked?
What can I do next to get justice for these victims and closure for the family?
10 years later, sitting on the porch of the home a few feet from where this horrific crime occurred, tears filling their eyes, Michael Whaley's family says not a day goes by that they don't wonder who pulled the trigger that night.